Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm a little sad because I did another video, but it didn't save. So today I will show you how to draw a lemon in Krita. I have to admit, I'm quite obsessed with lemons this period of time. First of all, as you can see here, I will choose a crayon in order to do my sketch, and I also prepared already my palette. As an ADHD artist, this is very important for me because I need to have my colors in line and not get distracted. My favorite tools right now are the chalk ones, so I will use them almost all the time around this project because, as I have learned lately, this type of tool is one of the tools that give a lot of textures to my art, and this is something that will make my art to be less plain, less, how can I say, usually if you don't use textures and you use normal flat, this will make your art look flat, and this is something that actually I really don't want. Because I'm obsessed with lemons right now and my combination of blue and yellow is right now my favorite, I decided to choose this type of colors to do this. I quite love to draw lemons because, as you can see and you will see also later, it's very nice when you put your shadows. It's like basically like drawing an apple, but it's better because I love yellow. So yes, I like to do, first of all, to do one layer where I have the sketch. Then I will make the second layer, which is the background, and because I would like not to have the scary white canvas. From my point of view, even if it's just white digital or white piece of paper, that's very stressful for artists. In this situation, I decided to, first of all, the first color I used was the yellow that it's like a pastel yellow, because I would like to put that as a basis and then just block out the darker parts. I think this is one of the good parts of this type of drawing. For me, it's easier to do this, to block darker parts. It's something that what I've learned, it's basically used in acrylics to block those parts, but yeah, usually I do also my watercolor, but that's different because there if you put black parts, it's not so good. Here I updated a little the background because I wanted to have additional contrast when it comes to the blue, and the blue I was choosing, the three first blues are not strong enough from my point of view. Now we will block with the first, basically after the pale yellow, I will take the next intensity and add it and block that area, and then the most colorful yellow, the most intense and darker, to add the final shadow. Usually I would like to do this smoothly, but I'm trying to change this because smooth is not dramatic enough and I hate when my art looks flat. I have to admit that even these small imperfections are something that makes everything charming. That's why I decided to leave it like that and not smooth around the edges. It is very important when it comes to this type of drawing to remember that, yeah, some people prefer not to add the white. I like to put my highlights white. Why? It's something that brings me a lot of satisfaction, I think, because this is a creative process. You can just do whatever makes you happy. It is also very important to remember that when it comes to shadows and lights, to add there at the bottom of the lemon some reflective shadow. The shadow that the reflective color that comes from underneath and reflects into the lemon. This is something that it's also very nice and it's also very helpful. I love this. Now, after I finished this, I made a new layer and put it underneath the main color area because I wanted to add the final shadow, the shadow of the lemon. As I told you, from my point of view, the light will come from left, so the shadow will be on the right side. It is very important to take your time and enjoy the process because this is one of the things that digital art actually lets you do. You don't have to correct anything. It's very simple to just undo, do again until you're happy with the results. Here, I honestly didn't know exactly what color to choose because none of it at one point was enough for me. So I took my time and changed some colors and try again until I was happy. See, here sometimes I forget to move the layers, and then I realize that because you can make mistakes, and I move my layer in the appropriate place. And then I realized that I would like to make some fading of the shadow. So I just added an additional, change a little the color, added an additional row. And I wanted to do this line because I wanted to just show a little depth and positioning in space. I'm not sure if it's not that if it's correct, but it's something that I would like to do. Also, I wanted to make small points like that on my lemon to try to give it more texture, and I'm quite happy with the results. Mm, the color I choose, I like to use the wheel a lot because I can see, you see there, you can see the contrast and how the color will work with the other color, and that's a wonderful thing. So pick your take your time and pick your colors. There is no problem. Yes, I did this for a little texture, and basically this is how you draw a lemon in Krita. I hope this was useful for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to also let you a thank you message in writing in the Krita app because I'm very passionate about this and I also like my pen. Thank you so much, guys, again. Bye.